live. I always end up having to do that. Pynn Fool Budgeter. Let's get her going. Alright. Alright, where's my video? Let's see if I got myself live. Make sure I'm going live on the right freaking camera. Videos. Maybe. Shorts. Lives. Okay, here's live. Is that not going? Yay! Alright. Let's turn down the sound so I don't get an echo. Actually, let's make sure I actually can hear something. Okay, yeah. And chats. Let's do a little chat. Say hi. Hi, everyone. Which is just me. Talking to myself like always. I still don't have anybody. Let me get a drink of agua. Where's my water? Oh, and my coffee. But I don't have any coffee. Dang it, I gotta go Starbucks. Get to see my big butt. Get to see my big butt. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Let's get this. I'm drinking like a child. Let me get my back support and hi, everyone. Got my. Make sure I'm all beautiful, which I'm going to be going hands only here soon, so it won't really fucking matter. Alright, let's get this thing set up. Good morning, whoever's out there. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. I am Payne with the Pynn Fool Budgeter. And today we're going to be doing some story time, cash stuffing. I got my money here, put some stuff in, and anybody who saw me last week, I apologize. Oh my god, that was a bad decision to go live. I was still sick. I was all over the freaking place, and yeah, it was not a good day. But hopefully today we'll get a little bit better. Let's get started with some of the cash stuffing, and then I'll start telling the story about my night at the B&B and the peeping ghost. Alright, let's see if I can get this set up without turning myself off. Well, yeah. I need to flip this though. Is this the way? Do I need to flip it? Oh, here, flip. Sorry, I'm still kind of new to this stuff, so this is the setup. Let's see if I can get this going. Who's all in the chat? I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I'll get there. I'm just praying not to turn this thing off by hitting the wrong button. Have you ever done that? All right, there we go. Oh my god. Let's get my back support in because I'm an old trucker and everything is falling apart. Make sure I get this thing pretty good. Alright, this is a budgeting channel. I am Payne, and some of the things I'm doing today, a budgeting channel does, we try to figure out where all freaking money goes and try to find it and put it where it can go, and so we're not in debt all the freaking time. About 3 or 4 months ago, I'm also kind of going through a losing 60 pounds and all that fun stuff, and I went from eating my blues aways to spending all my blues aways, and so when I sat down and started going through my budget, realized, hey, I'm spending like $100 on Starbucks and all the other fun stuff. Hey, Ava, how you doing? How good, everybody? I'm sorry if I say your name's wrong. Poker Man. Ooh, you like playing poker? I used to go to Vegas all the time. Village Funny Log, hi, how you doing? Mad Mahamu, I'm really bad at names, so yeah, I'll probably slaughter if I try to say your names anyways. But yeah, I was going through a time where I went from overeating to overspending, and so I started doing cash stuffing to try to figure out where all my money was. A lot of it was going to Starbucks and Amazon, so I wrote everything down in some of my little calendars, doing about 3 months of back things, figuring out where everything was. and started just working on, you know, myself and life and everything, and started saving money and started paying off debt. I'm like, hey, this is cool. And at the same time, I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel, but I didn't want to show my face. And so I figured doing a budgeting channel, since I'm already in the process of that, might as well start doing videos and learn how to do all the editing and all the other fun stuff down the road, because I'm a little bit computer illiterate. So yeah. Any of you YouTubers and stuff out there, what got you started in wanting to do this? Bangladesh. Wow. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're able to catch me. What time is it in Bangladesh? Holy crap, it's like noon here. It must be like, what, 2 in the morning down there by you? That's so cool about doing lives. You can talk to people from all over the world that you would never get a chance to at all before. So it's awesome. So we'll get started. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, today's Sunday, right? Yeah, a wonderful Sunday. All the blessings upon the world for everyone. And if you're going through a struggle, find someone out there that you can talk to and get going and get through. We just lost somebody, one of our friends' families, this past weekend. I believe it's probably, you know, he took his own life and stuff because he was doing struggles and was trying to figure it out, but didn't reach out to somebody to help it. So make sure if you're in a bad position to get out there and talk to somebody out there to help you get through it all. We don't want any more funerals in our families. So, and whoops. Let's get started. There's enough of that depression stuff. All right, I got 100, 20, 30, 40. Oops, I can't count. Those are 20s. 60, 80, 90, 100. So there's 200 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 300. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So I don't have a whole lot. Normally I work with like 500 a week. But since I did quit my job from being a trucker and I'm starting to becoming a bus driver, I have to be a little more lenient on what I have until I can, I'm going from getting paid once a week to getting paid like once a month. So until then, we're gonna be a little bit thing. Here's my how I'm starting to do a happy planner, doing doing batching so I can get some more videos into my budgeting channel, since I'm also have a second channel, the Pynn Fool Life, and that'll be a little more hands-on editing and stuff. So I want to try to get this channel a lot more batch filming and stuff. I also want to do some quarter Wednesdays as well type of stuff, so I can get some more content and more stuff for people to watch, and trying to get them under 30 minutes, which is always fun. Alright, today my normal thingy is my normal teal. Let's try to get this stuff done quickly so we can get on to the story. It happened about 23 years ago when I first trucking account deal with ghosts. Anybody else have ghost stories or have dealt with type of weird phenomenon or just weird coincidences and that type of stuff? This is always fun. I guess I could probably separate these things. That's why I made this lovely thing over here in my shop. Yeah, I have my 20s all over the place. And there's this little side, so I'm not bumping it. All right, I got my Starbucks money because, yeah, I have issues and I'm a little bit addicted. I got this from Abundant Budgeter. She knows I like me some coffee, and I don't know where all my pens. Over here, wait, I can reach you. My pens are. And let's just do a little bit of I'm gonna do a green pumpkin. I don't know what that is. All right, so we'll put $5 in here. And the deal with doing binders like this, you can actually just use envelopes. That's why they call it the cash envelope system. I do have some bills that come direct withdrawal out of my account, and then the rest of the week, if I'm using money full on cash, you're less likely to overspend because it hurts more to get rid of the money. So that's one of the ideas of actually doing a cash stuffing system. You do your money, you have it, and it's good to, you know exactly where all your money's going to. You're gonna put 100 in. I already paid my dad a little bit extra money this week for car because the car kind of died. I'm gonna put 100 in there. I'm gonna see where I am at the end because I usually pay him about $8 a month for rent. So I'm gonna try to get the extra money. Make sure everything is getting all the thingies. Show something in the chat because I never know if anything is, on or anybody talks or anything. All right, so car, I'm gonna do 100 in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 100. My car payment's about $250 a month, give or take. 250, 260. Since I paid off all my other bills, I'm trying to get the car paid off. Once that thing's paid off, I'm gonna work towards getting some of the other household, get the mortgage paid off as well. And I have 100, 20, 40, 50. Dude, I can't count today. All right, yeah, $200 there. So another $60, and at least that I'll have the minimum, and then I'm gonna try to put another 50 or so towards that. All depends once my see where I am at the end of the month. Groceries, I'm just going to put $20 instead of my $60. I still have quite a bit of stuff, so I think all you need is like fresh vegetables and stuff for the rabbit and some stuff for the animals. Target and getting new fur babies, I'm going to do them 30 because I only had one animal for the longest time, and now I have all the freaking animals. Let me see. Make sure. I don't know if any of this. Okay, yeah. Just double checking, making everything is still working. Looks like it. Hey, Blessed, how you doing? Ah, cool. Glad he made it to church today. I don't think ours is going. I think it's all online today. Of course, I never go to church, so I don't know what I'm thinking. But I'm glad you made it up there. That's awesome. I should go to church, but I'm not much of a church person. But everybody needs what they need to get themselves going. So bless you. God bless you. Hope you had having a wonderful Sunday. Beauty, I was actually going to roll for that because I don't really need anything. But, all right, someone pick a number between 1 and 4. I don't know what happened to my dice. Oh, there goes my rabbit. She's throwing her stuff around. Oops, crap. He's going to say currency. Yep. 4. All right. 2, 3, and 4. So we'll put $4 into beauty. Oh my gosh. BB is throwing her food around because apparently I didn't give her everything she wanted. She wants more snacks. Spending. Nothing. I'm gonna put some fix it. Seriously. Holy crap. I already put some money in fix it, didn't I? I don't know. She's really not happy with me today. And crafts is also gonna roll. Someone pick a number between 1 and something. Another one between 1 and 4. Top of your mind. Of course, everybody's gonna say 4, right? Or number between 1 and 5, whatever. I guess I can go and grab my dice. It's gotta be somewhere in here. I had a bag. Where's the bag? I even took it out because I knew I was going to need it. I'll probably find it after the stream. Oh. Look at that. What do you know? 2. Okay, we'll do 2. I'm doing better. Better than last week. Last week I was sick as a freaking dog. And I shouldn't have freaking been online. Alright, we'll do that. Good. What else do I have? A vet. All my stuff is falling over. This one. I love this binder. It's really awesome. I have a safe I put my money in, and then When it gets to a certain amount, I take it back to the bank and put it into a separate savings. Because I don't want to have like thousands of dollars in my house. That wouldn't be the best thing. But yeah, the most of the stuff I keep in is like my everyday living expenses for like groceries and stuff, and I keep that in my safe at home. And then I have the sinking fund. So once it gets up to a certain amount, like over $100 or something like that, for the different types of sinking funds, I go and I print up fake bills and put it in the binders, and then I take the rest to the bank, and I'll have like a separate account for all my savings, and I'll just keep track of that. I'm still kind of new at this, so I haven't have a whole lot saved up and stuff. But if you're in an area, that you don't trust your neighbors or something like that, you can always start with fake money. A lot of our budgeters do that because they might have family members who have issues and stuff, and they might come in and either try to rob you or might not be safe. So if you're in a situation where you don't feel safe having money in the house, then yes, use fake money. And then just a lot of times they'll just go onto their banks and they'll transfer the money that they used into a separate account, and then they'll use that as their savings. And they'll just use it here to kind of keep themselves motivated, say, this is the money I'm accounting for, and they'll move that money into another account. And so for like larger sinking funds, and so that's usually how I do it. Some of these are just random, like for my Christmas savings and holiday savings, and just some other things I'm trying to save up for like next year for like gardening and stuff. I'll try to save up, use the systems to save up. Because if I don't have the money out of my account or somewhere like in one of my safes, or even just move from one account to another that I don't touch, I will use that money. I will end up doing Amazon and all that stuff. Hello, how you doing, Amit? I am so bad with names. Okay, Mahar. Yeah, I'm dyslexic, and so I look at a name, and my brain will say it's one thing, and when it's really something else. Okay, so let's get the vet. I just took my cat to the vet, and so I spent a lot of that money. So I'm trying to build it up for the other animals. So we'll get that thing. See, like this one, this is some of the fake money. I have a copy money, so when it gets to a certain amount, I'll take the real money and take it back to the bank and put it in a separate savings account that I don't touch. Like for sinking funds, 6 months emergency funds, 1 month ahead emergency funds. Those are the type of things I'm trying to get saved up. Now I'm still kind of new at this, so I don't have it all saved up like some of the other budgeters out there. But I have, just from doing this from April, I've paid off all my credit cards. I've gotten to the point where I'm actually able to quit my trucking job, and actually I had like 2 or 3 months ahead, so I can actually start working as a substitute bus driver and doing YouTube videos. So it gives me a chance, and it's not so stressful when life happens type of things. All right, we got that, and I got some minis and my no spend. Since I am in between jobs, I decided it's the perfect month to do a no spend, and I only spent twice this month. And since I don't really have a big, I used to do like roll the dice, do a 6-sided dice, and just roll and save it. That's actually how I saved up for my vacation, is by using the no spends and my my fill the jar, or the ones how I saved up for there, because I use like $1 for certain things. But I'm just getting $1 for these, so it's $1, $2, $3, $4, and $5 will be going into my no spend. And you're saving on both ends. You don't have money going into, you're not taking money like out of whatever type of accounts online or anything like that. So you're saving money there, and you're putting money to yourself to reward yourself. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're here and you're enjoying this, and actually, watching. Yeah, last week was freaking awful. So I got the $5 on that, getting started. Even if it's just $1 a day, it's better than nothing. Oops. And the other one is my mini monies. And since I am, like I said, between money right now, so I'm just doing quarters. So all of my no spends and my other extra chores. I have the fill the jar. I used to give myself 50 cents for shredding, organizing, laundry, dump runs, extra cleaning, daily dishes. Yes, kind of like a child stuff. Not eating after 9 o'clock. And so I just brought everything down to a quarter. You're still saving money, and you're still accomplishing your goals. And so on that one, I have 2 $4.25. So it's mainly a check off point for yourself saying, hey, I did this and I've accomplished whatever my goal is for that week. So that's what that jar is for. Doesn't matter how much you're putting away. I used to do like put away about $19 a week for that one every week. And I did that for months. And, after a while, I used that money for going on vacation, which is good. That way I wasn't digging into credit cards. And I'm going to do where is it? Some minis today. I have $20 for my minis. And where's my dice? Find my dice. Got the cards. Let's do a 12-sided dice. I'll just throw that in there. Where is it? Nope. I'm going to use my 4-sided after that. And you know what? I'm just going to randomly grab ones. So, 1. Let's get the flowers for BB. Suns and Sands. And some of these. Oh, that would be a lot of money. And some of the 4th of July one that I was still trying to work on. Since the beginning. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good enough. Don't need to be too fancy. I'm going to use my Halloween one. Wait, no. I'm going to use my 4-sided dice. Sorry. And these are for my... Normally I do a video specifically for minis, but, since I have so much going on, I combine my Sundays and my Mondays. So we're just going to do the minis in today's. It makes it a lot easier so I don't have to worry about editing. That's why I decided to do the all lives this month. We got $3. Number 3. Put some things in here. Just make it quick so I can get to the story time. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully people can come by and watch when I am done. 1, 2, 3. After the fact. 1 and 2. 1. Ooh, got a 5 on there. Got 2. Got 3. Come on, 4. Got a 2. My kiss my butt don't actually ever get anything. 2. And 1 for 4. Alrighty. And we have my BB. I don't think I'm going to have anything completed this month. So we got 1 and 2 and 3. So I have actually do a flower and finish that one off. Let's do a green flower. I'll match the one on top. And a little other thing. So far in this one I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and $11. And so if you're saving like $20 a week on this, for every single week you're doing $20 and either doing a game or just throwing $20 in a jar, that's over $1,000 a year. So if you're just doing a little bit each week, savings, putting like $20 into any type of savings or a savings channel challenge, or doing a sinking funds where you're putting it away for $20 into your stuff for like a 1 month ahead. Hello, all the way from England. Glad you're able to stop by, Dawn. Just doing some cash challenges, and then I'm gonna be going on to the ghost story of the Peeping Tom. Yeah, you can do whatever type of money you want. You can do pounds, you can do quarters, you can do, what. £1, any type of money you have a thing, it's all savings, and it's all ends up, helps keep track and keep you from overspending. When you have to give them money instead of a credit card, you're less likely to overspend. That's one of the reasons that you do this type of stuff. Because I've paid off all my credit cards and well, if you're just doing $20 just on a money challenge like this, for every week, that's over $1,000 in 1 year for 52 weeks. And that is enough for like a sinking fund or a little tiny emergency fund, or £1,000 or whatever it is, wherever you're at. And if you're doing like $100 a week and doing some bigger challenges, or just putting the $100 away that it's not access to, like if you have a little safe at home and you just automatically take $100 out, you can always just transfer it from your account into a savings and stuff. And use it. But sometimes if you're doing it with different types of challenges and games and everything, it just makes it a lot funner and you're more likely to save more. So, we have a lot of, you can go on Etsy and look at a lot of different types of money challenges. And it just makes saving a heck of a lot funner, and you'll end up finding out that you're saving more and paying more off by doing it that way. Give yourself a month or two, go through all your accounts, see where all your money's going and what areas you might want to actually use cash for. Amazon. You can get them at Amazon. You can get these books. This actually got on Etsy. It's really, really pretty, and it was a little more expensive. It actually came out, I think, was it Romania? Somewhere up near your neck of the woods. But they have some, so you can spend like anything from $70 for somebody that does something more professional, to just Amazon or what's the other one? The little cheap one, Alibaba. You can get them really cheap, and a lot of times they'll buy them for selling and stuff. But you can get these like on Amazon for anywhere between $6 to $15, depending on whoever is selling. Yeah, you can sometimes if you have like go to office stores like Office Depots and stuff. These are the 6-ring binders. You can find them, and if you don't have a fancy 6-ring band, all you really need are some envelopes. You could go to the bank and ask for some envelopes and just get some sort of shoebox or something, and just put all your crap in it, and just put your envelopes in it. But yeah, if you go on any type of online stuff, you can just type in 5-ring binders. Or 6-ring binders, and they'll come up, and these are A6s. You have A6s, and this is an A5 for the bigger one. So yeah, you can just go anywhere to get these things. But I started out with just envelopes. I had some leftover envelopes in one of my drawers that just came out, and it had some stamps and some stickers, and some of them I just drew. I just drew some like smiley faces and stuff, and that would I fill them in. So if you're an artist, you can make your own challenges. If you have stamps available, or if you know somebody who is very crafty, you can make your own challenges. You can just get an envelope, grab some stamps, and stamp on it. And then every week, whatever the stamp is, fill it in, put $5 in it for each little drawing or smiley face or just a circle. And just check it off, that's $5. And put it in the envelope. And then put it in a box. Or, and then you can upgrade later on to a nice little binder. So yeah, it's really easy. And I just lost track of what I'm doing. These ones are, because I've been using this since July, and I got $5 in there, and each star is $1. Flags are 3. So how much? I got 3 and 2. So I'll do a $2 star, 1 and 2, and I'm gonna do a flag. I really don't care about what color, but I'll have somebody out there going, you can't color that flag that color, so I better go and do it. Or I'll have all the #America, whatever, people going out there yelling at me, so better do it. I need some better pins. Got these at the 5 and below, so they only work. They probably only have like that much ink in them, but they're actually pretty good for a cheapie. So I got $5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 20 in that one. So yeah, I did this on Canva. I just went in there and did this is like a 3x6, I believe. And then I just got a lot of little things off of Canva, stuck them on. I usually look for anything that's in black and white. And that way I can fill them in. And, over time, just do it weekly. And then you end up saving up all this stuff money. And like I said, I have a safe that I have. So I put in there. If not, then, you just hide it and make sure you're in a safe area. Or you can use fake money. And then just transfer the money that you did into a separate account for savings. It's all doable. It depends on your life and your circumstances and what you feel safe in doing. $4. And this is sands. So suns are $2. All others are $1. Castles are $3. Do I have any other? Okay, so I can do a castle. I'll do this little castle. I don't know why I'm doing it with this color. Good enough. And let's get a fancier color. Purple. Let's do purple. These are actually the dry erase markers. And some green sand. I don't know where he's going to get green sand, but it's going to be some green sand. So in this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. These are all just the mini savings. So, but they do add up. If you have 12 of them, they're all minis, and you have like $20 in them a piece. After a while, you know, like I said, after a year, you've saved over $1,000. If you end up putting more in it, more than $20 a week, you know, you save even more. And then you throw that into an emergency fund or whatever. Use an envelope if you got it. Go out and buy you some fancy stuff later on down the line. You know, you can actually use the savings to upgrade, and that way you're not actually digging into your money. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And go out check out some of these other budgeters out there. Got some really good ladies and gentlemen out there. 3. I didn't even see how many I put in there. What was that? I think that was just a 1. Because I think it was the $4 one. I didn't get anybody, so $4. And a lot of times these mini sinking funds, when I get them completed, I take them and put them into my sinking funds, which is the long-term monies. And this is what I have. It's really pretty. Got this off of Amazon. I'm just going to put these in there. So I'm not really rolling the dice. I'm just pulling out and just trying to get these things worked down to 6. Because I had 12 of them in here. And it's just, once you get the money in here, it gets really, this thing gets really thick. It was like getting like that. And so I'm trying to condense these down to just 6 of them. And then I'll rotate some of the other savings challenges into it. I have quite a few little books that I've collected over. I have this one I just got. This one's going to be for some of the scratchers that I have. Got Buzz Off. Capable of Murder from, we got, this is Jamie RN Budgets. This one is also Jamie RN. This is Abundant Budgeter. We got Stuff and Budgets. These are all really cool budgeters out there, so go and check them out. I love this one. I can't wait to use it. This is the Humble Budgeter. It has all these little thingies. And I get a little extra money coming in. Hopefully I can get both of my channels monetized, and then I'll probably use the money from my monetizations for more getting my sinking funds and any repairs for my house done. That's the plan. All right, let's tell the story of my night at the B&B. Get a drink of water. Been talking and mumbling. Now, I have been a truck driver for the last 23 years. I just quit my job, and I'm starting to be a school bus driver and going to go into training to do that. But when I first started driving semis back in 2001, it was actually just before the towers came down. And my first trainer was a flatbedder. And he was probably like 50 or 60 years old. He was an old timer. He knew all the tricks and tips and stuff. And he was an awesome guy. But we were out for about 3 weeks or so before he had his home time. And I was actually on the, my training was actually like 10 weeks because I got sick. Usually it's about a month or a month and a half before you get your own truck, depending on circumstance and how many trainers you've had. So after about 3 weeks, he had his home time. So he went home for the weekend, and he gave me the choice of either being in a small motel, you know, like stuff you see on TV that's like the one nights, and you get the skeezy type of stuff. But it was pretty clean, and it was within the town, and it was within a theater and grocery store and all that stuff. And it was like a 1960s motel or 1940s or 60s, and either that or it was a bed and breakfast. And I'm like, well, I got all my books. I'm a book nerd, so I will just stay at the B&B and just do absolutely nothing. We'll get some popcorn or some snacks and stuff, and I will just hibernate during his time off. And so I decided I was going to do the B&B, and it was called the Gooding Hotel in Gooding, Idaho. Idaho? Yeah, Idaho. Just north of Utah, yeah. And really cute little one. It's, off of their main street. It's like right next to a railroad track. And I guess I could probably just get this down here and show my face, right? Since I'm actually telling and I'm actually doing thing, and you don't have to just see my hands. All right. But yeah, it was a really, you can actually look it up. It's called the Gooding Hotel. It's really cute. I think they're still owned and operated by the same family, and just off the thing, and right behind it is a railroad track. So you get your 4 a.m. wake up call every single morning at 4 a.m. But the owners were awesome, very friendly, and the hotel was like a brick building, just a square one, and it was originally brought. Actually, they moved it from another town by like railroad train and brought it there, and then planted it down. I guess when the train stations came into the town, and so is a really cute little bed and breakfast. So I went there, and that weekend or my trainer, we went back and went out to dinner with his wife, and then went over to his house for during the day and did backing exercises back and forth, moving the truck from one side of the road to the other and stuff because he had a little farm. And then I went back to the hotel and went to bed. And about 4 in the morning, of course, the train comes by, waking me up, and it was just rattling the whole hotel. And the hotel itself was really cute. I was on the top floor, and it was all like 1920s, 1940s type of style. And we had a separate bathroom that everybody had to share, and it had like the four claw bathroom tub, and it had the toilets with the reservoir on top where you'd have to flush it and it'd flush. It was really cute. It was a really cute bed and breakfast. And my room was right next to a stairways that looked down into the back garden. It was late at night. The moon was out. You could see all the back garden and stuff. So, at that time, and my room was just a tiny little square, looked like a closet they turned into a room or something like that. Had a twin bed. It had like a table with a light on it, and that was about it. But I was just staying there to go and play on my phone. And actually, I don't think even had smartphones. They don't think they were developed then at 23 years ago. But reading lots of books and stuff. And so at about 4 in the morning, the train came through and woke me up. And I'm just like, listening to it as it goes by. The whole B&B was just shaking and rattling, and you hear it going off into the distance. And so I just, sat there in bed, and then I started to drift back off, and I heard the footsteps, and the footsteps were coming down the hall, and there's a doorway right there. So I'm figured this one of the people were just looking down the basement apartment. This is for a ghost story, if you're wondering what you're watching. But yeah, so I just thought it was somebody looking in the basement, and so I didn't really think about it. And then they stopped, and then all of a sudden I heard my doorknob change. It'd start to turn and stuff. And so I thought maybe someone was bored, and it's like, it's occupied. I'm in here. And the sound stopped. And so I'm like, okay, they must have just been bored and just, checking out doors, which is fine. And then I heard the door open, and I'm like, what the F? And so I look up, and there's this person in the corner of my room just staring at me. And I'm like, shit. So I got up really fast. By the time I just turned on the light, looked back, there was no anybody in the corner. Nothing out there. And I'm just like in bed going, what the fuck? And so I got up and just kind of stood there and listened for any sound. No footsteps, no nothing. I'm like, okay. So open up the door, look out, nothing. Look out the side, see if anybody's actually, maybe someone went down the stairs, nothing, no one in the backyard. Went around all the hallway upstairs, looked around, of course, nothing. Heard nobody, heard no other steps. And I'm like going, okay, that just happened. And so I went back to bed, and I don't even know if I slept that night or not. But I got up in the morning and went downstairs and to the bed and breakfast, and I had eggs, and people were really nice and stuff. And by the end the thing was wrapping up, I'm like, I had to say something. So I'm like, by any chance, does this place have ghosts? And the lady's just like, why? What did you see? And I'm like, oh, somebody came in my room. And of course, when I looked, nobody was there. And she goes, oh yeah, that was Tom. I'm like, you have a freaking ghost named Tom? Because yeah, it was one of the original family members. He comes and goes and likes to check in on the patrons and stuff, and the guests and stuff. He'll walk into rooms and then walk out. And I'm like, oh good. I thought it was fucking crazy. So apparently I don't know if he committed suicide or something like that way back in the day. Sorry, I probably shouldn't say that. If he, what type of, or if it was an illness I went through back in the 20s or 40s and stuff. And yeah, I was like going, so yeah, the Gooding Hotel. Sometimes you might have a little extra visitor checking in on you to make sure you're doing pretty good. So yeah, that was one of my experiences with ghosts. I've had some other ones in my truck as well. As like I was over actually at the Budweiser factory for some dang reason, and I was just doing my own thing, waiting for the load to get loaded, and not even really drifted off. I was just laying in bed trying to look, and there's this farmer dude in my freaking cab staring at me. And I'm like, jumped up really quick, looked around. Of course, no one's there. Ripped open the curtains, going, looking out and everything. And I'm like, what the? And of course, my dog's in the front thing. He just looks at me like, what? And I'm like, going, did you just, there was, dude, farmer. Oh, you're not expecting to see that when you're just laying in bed in your truck. And then, yeah. And then I've seen some at my house when I was a kid, and like 7 or so, getting to use the bathroom, and then if there's somebody down on the end of the hallway type of thing. Yeah, I've seen some of that. Yeah, and I've seen over at the house that I'm in now. I used to get something that show up and scare the crap out of my dog in the backyard, and literally he'd jump from the top steps to the bottom to avoid this section. And it like every 2 or 3 months he'd freak out and he'd see something and he'd growl and then whimper and run. And I'm like going, jeez, really? But yeah, some of the other stories and stuff that I have seen. Have you seen any ghost stories or seen any ghost stories? Have you experienced anything out there? Any weird things or just weird circumstances and that type of stuff? Because, yeah, I've seen some. It's not all the time. I don't see this stuff all the time. I'm not like a psychic or anything. But every so often, when the day and the wind and stuff is just right, just, yeah, you'll see stuff in the corner of your eye and all that fun stuff. But very seldom do I actually see a full-on person. And I think I've only seen that maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. But when it does happen, it startles the hell out of you. Anyways, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I've been doing this for about almost 45 minutes, so I think I should be getting off the thingy. And I will talk to you next time. I'm just going to do this live for the rest of this month until I figure out where my money thing is, because I don't have the time to do like 2 or 3 videos like I was doing before on this one, because I'm doing the other channel. So thank you all for joining me. I appreciated it. And I will see you next time. I love you all.